What if I need to insert some additional hardware, some add-on board into my current project, into this setup? Library Manager could help. Sup guys, my name is Branko and today I will explain how can you utilize the Library Manager to mix up your application with some add-on board application. In the previous episode, I talked about Library Manager Essentials. Now I will talk about using this exact Library Manager to combine my application with already developed add-on board library. One keynote here, this library, which is already developed for the add-on board, it is not natively embedded into NECTO's Library Manager, but is an integral part of NECTO ecosystem. So I will need to download it and install it. Thankfully, I can do it from within the NECTO itself. Best explained by example, so let's dive into code. I have created a new empty application project. When I look at the library manager for this empty project, I will be facing with the NECTO proprietary libraries in it only, as discussed in the previous episode. Let's make some room for one more. Let's install add-on board library. In the NECTO's ecosystem, we call those add-on boards clickboards. And we designate those clipboard libraries as packages, because in those packages we have both the library and an example, which is the way to go nowadays. When you create software libraries, you better be having some tests, some examples for the community to see possible use cases of the library you have created. So I'm gonna go to Package Manager feature and I will search for some simple clipboard. One of the simplest clipboards out there is the tester clipboard, which basically visually blinks. So I will focus on that software package for now. After searching for the tester clipboard, I'm going to install its appropriate software package, which had been both developed and tested by my fellow colleagues. Let's explore it for a bit. We've got a CMake file, which is helping me build and program this piece of software into microcontroller. Next up is our target, our library, which is consisted out of C file. And finally, this C file, this example, is utilizing the library for this clipboard. I'm not going to delve into all of this, because this is a totally different subject. It definitely deserves a separate episode for better clarification. Okay, let's collapse it. Let's collapse this tester click package. Let's make our primary project as active. Now I'm going to return to Library Manager. I want this window to be more readable. Okay, much better now. Now we have another object worth mentioning. It's a click object, which has the click package we just installed in it. The tester click package. By simply ticking on tester click, I will install the tester click software library with accompanying dependencies which can be found in the CMake lists file, which is neat. I will copy this alias, return back to project manager window, open up my primary project, which by the way has tester library in it as of now, open up main source file of my project and include tester click library. From this point on, I'm able to consume all the tester click package functionalities in my primary project. To be 100% sure my primary project has successfully imported tester click project, I will make a simple app, which is going to show me visually how many pins from the tester click were in the active high position per one cycle in one period of time. Okay, my primary project is set to active. Because I want to display something visually in the NECTO Studio, I will be using plot feature, so let's turn it on as well. I will copy this alias, so return back to project manager window, open up my primary project, open up a main source file of my project, and paste this alias. Nice. Here I will have a simple plot method I'm going to employ in a few moments. Now this is the crucial part of this episode, so stay focused. I will open up example from tester click. Yes, the source file, which is basically demo example, which will power up the tester click. What I want to emphasize is the include section of this file. If I want to employ this demo, this example, into my primary project, I must include those guys over here into my primary project. So let's do it. I'm going to copy them right now. I'm going to minimize example test project. I'm going to open my primary project and I will switch to the source file of my primary project. And finally, I will paste the includes that I need if I want to employ tester click demo example into my primary project. I already sense some trouble coming back to me. The red thing over here indicating this line isn't good. And if I try building my project right now, it fails. When you are dealing with more than one project, always pay attention to dependencies, to what the particular project needs in order it to work flawlessly. So, I will open up CMake list file of my primary project, and I will open up CMake list file of my secondary project, the tester click project. I will compare those two files. I will analyze them to understand what project dependencies are there. Okay, I spotted the difference here. Secondary project, the tester click project, has two libraries and my primary project is missing them. So I will copy those commands from tester click CMake file and insert them into CMake file of my primary project. Beautiful. My primary project is building and I have included all the header files and installed all the dependency libraries I needed. Now I'm going to clean the workspace a bit. Let me put focus on the primary project source file. Let's summarize. So, I did the installment of the click library into my primary project. I installed and included plot feature because I wanted to graphically represent some data from my project. And the last three includes are basically includes from the click example source file, which reminded me my demo example from my primary project is basically empty. My main function is empty. Okay, let's switch back to the click's main function right now. Because I want to speed up myself, I will simply swap it with the main function from my primary project. And here I can see I'm missing two functionalities, application task and application init. Let's switch back to the clicks example once more and copy those functionalities as well. Here is the application task function, which is going to simply blink light emitting diodes for 12 times, then turn on all of them, and finally turn all of them off. Let's paste it. Nice. Application task done. Let's do the application init now. Cool. But I'm still missing some variables and local functionalities. Switching back to the clicks demo example source file, let's copy all those local functionalities and instances of type definitions. Let's find the perfect spot to them over here, then save it. Build it. Beautiful. Everything is nice and clean. Okay, this is all about the click functionalities. Let's make use of the function which does not have any connections with the click example at all. I have finally got to the stage of mixing my primary project with the click project. Because this function, pin usage function, is not used anywhere, I will insert this function, this plot functionality, in the application task of my primary project. And my primary project is finally done. Finished. Needless to say, I want to see the results. The results of mixing my primary project with the click project. Because of that, I need a development board which has tester click on it. Nice, found it. After connecting to it, I will start the debug session and I will open up the plot feature window. The result? Beautiful. This is how you mix things up. Light emitting diodes on the tester click are doing their job, and I got the data visualization thing working its job as well. Now that tester clickboard we added to the primary project, this clickboard could potentially be something else, some temperature sensor or some storage solution. It doesn't really matter. The principle of combining your main project with the add-on board project is the same. Needless to say, you could start developing in NECTO in a totally opposite way, by downloading the clickboard package in the first place, and then start developing your main project from within the click project itself. But let's put that aside. I will definitely generate a separate episode for the clickboards. So, combining an embedded project with the clickboard project, it wasn't that hard, right? I will wrap up this episode with this question in mind. Until the next one, goodbye.